Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. So today I'm going to start seeds to grow in my garden, and I want to take you with me. So here I have all of my ingredients. I have a special soil mix that I do for my seeds that I'm trying out, but it took a lot of time, so I couldn't get to show me mixing it. So today we're going to sow seeds, take the records, and you can put down below in the comments what I should do in my next video, and also please to like and subscribe the video. First we're going to put on our gloves, and for taking notes or records of the seeds that is sown, what you will need is a book that has all your records in. Also going to need a pen to write those records. And most importantly, you're going to need your seeds to know what you're growing. So I have my scoop here, just a recycled yogurt container that I used, and I have my trays on the floor beside me. So first we're going to take this tray, and I recommend you use gloves when you're filling the trays with soil, but if you don't want to, that's okay. But it's best to fill your to put in your soil mix. It's best to put compost in your soil mix, so that you know that not just chemicals are in your soil mix, but you have other stuff as well. So I know for sure that I'm growing cabbage and broccoli. I can do I just bought this seed. I'm going to try it out for the first time. It's a herb. It's cilantro. I'm just trying it. I'm going to try it out for the first time. What I might do too is put some corn as well, but I'm not really sure on what I really want to grow, because I don't have as much varieties and stuff in like how the people in the States have. So I just have to go with what is there. I'm also going to try lettuce. I've been struggling with lettuce, so how to germinate it and grow it properly. So if you have any tips and tricks, please let me know down in the comments below. And please remember to like and subscribe if you like this video. And also going to grow string bean. But if you're doing this on a larger scale and you know how to germinate the crops properly, don't do like me and do different trays, or different trays or cells as a different plant. So it could be like string bean is one, cabbage is a set, broccoli is a set, and corn is a set. That wouldn't work well, but if for a commercial scale. So if you were doing it commercially, like you have the acreage to grow a lot, just do one set broccoli, one tray full of broccoli, a next tray full of cabbage, next tray full of corn, and so on and so forth for whatever you're growing. But now I'm going to take the seeds and put them in But first we have to label the sections that we're using. So this is my box with labels. I have my labels in there if you can see them. Let me take this out. I have my labels. So I'm going to go through and see what I can use. But I'm going to try these sticks here, these wooden sticks, to use as labels. So I'll just decide what and what is going where. So I know that in this I can probably put like string bean and other stuff. So I know I'll put corn in here, so I'll put a label down for corn. It's really tiny, but if you can see it, it says corn. I have a little stick here for corn. I know that I would need for lettuce because I'm growing lettuce as well. It's a lettuce mix that I have mixed with 2 different varieties of lettuce that I'm trying. So it depends on whichever one. So I'm just sowing these seeds so that whenever I have space I can grow them. But I really have a lot of space now because I'm not growing much. I have quite a bit of space that I can use. So it's not that bad to struggle for space, even though I'm struggling a bit. But it's good for you to start gardening. If you can do it successfully, you can eventually grow to help others in your community or to sell. But it's good, as I said, it's not bad. You can help your family, extended family, or your family that you live with. It depends on you. But I'm just doing it for my entire family. Even though we don't have much space, I'm using every space that I can. So what I'll do is put string bean in this section around about, I would say here. Put it here and grow about this much string bean right here. So that means that I can put something else. I can put cilantro. I'll grow cilantro and put it all the way here so that these other cells now are mixed with lettuce, broccoli and cabbage. What I might do is do both. If I can find one more seed to grow, I can do half and half for those. So let me check and see if there's anything else that I want to grow, which I doubt much because there's not really much to grow. I have tomatoes already. I have a bunch, well, not a bunch of sweet peppers, but I have sweet pepper plants, not really. So what I could do is grow some sweet peppers. So I can grow some sweet peppers. So if you sell more seeds. So that's it for that tray. You can just take it. So we take this next tray. We're doing soil blocks. It's best to use you should use water. And the ratio that I use for my soil blocks is I use a 1 gallon bucket. Let me get it real quick. A 1 gallon bucket, which is this. It's a general mix for soil blocks, which is 50 or more soil blocks or so, between 30 and 100 soil blocks, depending on if it's the start of the season or just the middle. So I just use one of these buckets. I do a 3-to-1 ratio, or sometimes try to do a 3-to-2 ratio, but don't put the whole 2 in the soil mix at the same time. So just use the 3-to-1 ratio, and then when it's a bit too dry, you just put a little bit of the second one in there, of the second ratio. Just pour it in and mix it in completely. If you're using gloves that have the cloth on one side, the cloth material, when you're mixing soil blocks, use one like the bathroom gloves, because they have less chances of, they have water retention, so they're more easy to go against the water, so it would be easier to wash those off. Or you can just spray your hand with the hose, or you can have a bucket of water to put the gloves in to wash it off. Finish with the lettuce. Do the sweet peppers, which are bigger seeds than the lettuce. They're much bigger seeds. And once again, please like and subscribe. I'm almost at 10 subscribers. I want my goal by the end of 2021 to reach. That's all of my seeds: sweet pepper, broccoli, cabbage, cilantro, corn, and string bean. Now you take your scoop or whatever you're using and just lightly cover your seeds. You want to make sure that you cover your seeds, but not cover them heavily so that they can barely grow, but just cover them to a point where they're able to sprout up out of the soil and grow perfectly normal. Right, so just doing up this one. So what I'll do is kind of take this and put it back. So now we've covered this one properly. I'm going to take the tray with the broccoli and the cabbage. Make sure you can see all of this properly. Take the same mix and just cover up the seeds. Let me fill up the container properly. But I have a TikTok page for this farm. I'll put the link in the description. Please follow that account. There aren't any videos on there now, but I'll start doing videos of me doing stuff. That is it on how I started my seeds. March 1st, 2021, the start of my journey to growing food for my family, fully on YouTube and on TikTok, on social media, and how I will do this. So now we'll move over. So now with my table, I have a special table that I use. First, I have plants where I put all of my plants, and I have dead, so if they died or by disease or insects, have the date of sowing the plants, the place where I put them, the date that they're supposed to be transplanted after, and how they are. So if they're used, if they're in trays, soil blocks, or in pots. But if it's something else, I'll just put beds, or I just put beds or other. So now, since we did lettuce, sweet pepper, cabbage, broccoli, corn, string bean, and cilantro, I'll just write those down here, and then write the date and mark whichever one will be used. They're all used in trays, so I can just mark all in tray. I think that's all. I'm just checking on if I left out anything. No, that's all. So now I'm going to write the date. Today is March 1st. I don't fill out the space on where they go, neither the space. I use special days, as I said, on how long the plants stay in the tray. So I'll have to calculate those dates and see. But for the stuff that are 30 days, you know that it will be, I'll just leave them one extra day and plant them at the end of the month, or I'll show you when they will be planted or transplanted in pots or in the ground. So I'll just carry these. Let me show you where these are the trays. That's the cabbage and broccoli tray, lettuce and sweet pepper. Here's the cilantro and string bean and corn. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you liked and subscribed for one last time in this video. Please tell me any ideas that you have in the comments for me to do in my next video, or for me to do on my farm. And I just want to say I hope you guys had a great, wonderful day, and I hope you guys have a great, wonderful week. Bye bye.